Om Shanti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Welcome to another Yoga Small Talk, and we continue with 7 minutes Bhagavad Gita a day. We are reading from chapter 5, the Yoga of the Renunciation of Actions, and we have reached verse 16. So let us read it together. 16. But to those whose ignorance is destroyed by the knowledge of the self, like the sun, knowledge reveals the supreme Brahman. So in yoga we speak of sadhana and of siddhi, about the practice and the attainment that comes with the practice. So the sadhana is what we do, is the practice, and the siddhi is the attainment, the goal, why we're doing this, what is expected to come out of this practice. So verse 16 already discusses the siddhi, the attainment. And to understand it, we need to do a little bit of a recap. So in the beginning of the chapter, Arjuna asks Lord Krishna, "My Lord, you are talking so highly about the renunciation of action, and then you're telling me to act. Please," again, this question repeats itself in different forms from chapter 2 onwards. "Please tell me what is best for me." And Lord Krishna is telling him, Karma Yoga. Arjuna, Karma Yoga. And then the commentaries tell us this is not to belittle Jnana Yoga, the yoga of knowledge. This is an answer that is directed at Arjuna and through Arjuna to us, to the people who are not yet ready to renounce the world and still want to practice, want to evolve, want to reach the higher, want to live a righteous life. So Lord Krishna is saying, without full knowledge, Karma Yoga. Why Karma Yoga? Because through Karma Yoga, one purifies the mind. And when the mind is pure, there is ability to meditate. And when the ability to meditate matures, it matures into Samadhi. And Samadhi matures into the supreme knowledge. So this is the path of action. And again, we are reminded of that. But also Lord Krishna is saying in the beginning, it is children, not the wise, who see karma and renunciation as different. Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, it's actually not two things. Although they seem mutually exclusive, because one cannot renounce and act at the same time, they lead to the same place. And here, in this verse 16, we see the culmination, how they lead to the same place. Through the actions, the knowledge will dawn. And this verse also answers a question that might have risen when we read verses 14 and 15. Because in verse 14, we are told, the Lord doesn't create agency nor actions. It is nature that acts. And in verse 15, it is said, the Lord takes neither the demerit nor even demerit of any. So, if the Lord doesn't care, it's not the case. The Lord, of course, cares. If the Lord doesn't care, why should we care? If the Lord doesn't care if I do merit or demerit, let me do whatever is good for me, whatever I feel good with. Whatever feels good to me at any given specific time. This is what I'll do. The Lord anyway doesn't take merit or demerit, so why should I bother? And Lord Krishna brings us the answer. He's saying, because when you purify, and this is verse 16, when you destroy ignorance, how? Through purification. This is the path of Karma Yoga, overcoming ignorance by purification of the mind, by the ability to meditate, by samadhi, then knowledge. So, those whose ignorance is destroyed by the knowledge of the self, those who walked the path of karma yoga, those people, knowledge will dawn. How it will dawn? Like the sun. When the sun is there, it illumines and it doesn't need anything else. The sun is there and there is light and we have the knowledge of the objects. There is no need for extra light when the sun is there. And it's all revealing. So Lord Krishna is telling us, those whose ignorance are destroyed, nothing else is needed. Knowledge will come like the sun and will reveal the Supreme. So they will walk all the way. So this is when we do karma yoga. Of course, throughout the Bhagavad Gita, we see that karma yoga has to be infused with devotion, with bhakti, with faith. Otherwise, it will not hold. But it is not a business transaction with the Lord. I am doing this, you will give me that, like this it will work. None of this. The Lord takes neither the merit nor the demerit. If you're doing it for me, it's probably not the right attitude. Devotion, yes. Faith, yes. Business transaction, no. You're doing it for your own self. So the knowledge will dawn and will reveal to you the Supreme. This is why we are doing the karma yoga. So verse 16 starts bringing us to the Siddhi, to the attainment, to the what's really in it for us, as we asked in the previous talks, when we are doing those practices. And the description of the Siddhi continues, and what the final stages of the practice of karma yoga look like, this we will also hear about in the next teachings. So please join us. Om Shanti.